Have you been tested scientifically? There was a show on HBO, it was 20 years ago, called Life After Life, and George Anderson was on it, Suzanne Northrop, and I have the book, The Afterlife Experiments. I tell this to skeptics, saying, if you don't believe me, like, I believe in this stuff. This is my life. If you don't believe me, go read The Afterlife Experiments. They were scientifically tested, double-blind placebo tests and everything, and the mediums were getting at like 98% hit rates. Have you been scientifically tested?
First time when I was 15, for about just under a year, 2 universities in Scotland and one down in London, and then London for about 6 months when I was 19. First lot in Edinburgh Woods for mediumship, and they actually created the way that I do certainly stage or platform work, because I work differently than most mediums, because they created it. They kind of said, you know, you've got to do it this way because it rules out that, it rules out this, and it rules out that. And this was long before internet or ways of Googling people came up. I did it off and on through my 20s, and then I kind of got to late 20s and had this kind of a big shift in how I do what I do. And it's the problem with doing studies, particularly mediumship, is the only result you ever get is, okay, they're accessing information. There's no possible way they could know. That's as far as you could get, because they can't go, and information's coming from spirit, because there's no way they can test that or prove that. So you only ever get to that kind of, they're accessing information that there's no way they could know. Kind of, well, that's what we do. The more interesting part from a medium is, and the other 90% of it is the connection to spirit and how they communicate, etc. But that's not scientifically provable, because we don't have any way of testing that yet.
I think 80,000+ tarot readings that were all accurate is pretty scientifically tested, Richard, wouldn't you think?
But the interesting thing is, even now, you're only good as the next reading you're going to do. So it is that, and it keeps you on your toes. You never get 80,000 readings. You never get blasé, because you're still climbing the mountain again for the next hour for the next client.